In our modern world, the pursuit of good health often leads us down the aisles of pharmacies and health stores, searching for the perfect supplement to fill the gaps in our nutrition. Calcium, iron, vitamin D, and vitamin B12, these essential nutrients are among the most commonly recommended for supplementation. Yet, despite faithfully popping tablets and mixing powders into our morning drinks, countless people still find themselves deficient, tired, and wondering, why isn't this enough? The answer, as it turns out, is more complex than simply adding more supplements to our routine. Many of us are eating balanced diets full of leafy greens, dairy, or even animal products, and still coming up short. The root of the problem lies not just in what we consume, but in how our bodies absorb these nutrients. An often overlooked villain is quietly undermining our best efforts: microplastics. Let's take a closer look at how you can naturally replenish calcium, iron, vitamin D, and vitamin B12 without relying on supplements and while sidestepping the hidden pitfalls of modern living. Every day, we interact with plastic in ways that seem harmless. We drink water from plastic bottles, store leftovers in plastic containers, and buy groceries tightly wrapped in plastic film. But when hot, acidic, or fatty foods touch these materials, tiny particles of plastic, microplastics and nanoplastics, leach into our food and drinks. These particles are invisible to the naked eye, tasteless and odorless. Yet they are everywhere, silently entering our bodies with every sip and bite. Once ingested, microplastics don't break down inside the body. Instead, they accumulate, especially in the walls of our intestines, the very place where crucial nutrient absorption takes place. Over time, these particles form a film-like barrier across the lining of the small intestine, reducing or even blocking the body's ability to absorb nutrients. You might be eating a diet rich in minerals and vitamins, but if your gut can't absorb them, your efforts are in vain. The first step to restoring your nutrient levels is to minimize your exposure to microplastics. Start by avoiding plastic containers whenever possible, especially for storing hot, oily, or acidic foods. Switch to glass, stainless steel, or ceramic containers for both storage and serving. Be wary of foods that come pre-packaged in plastic, particularly pickles, oils, and fermented items, which are more reactive. Encourage those around you to make these changes as well. The more we, as consumers, demand plastic-free alternatives, the more companies will respond with safer options, just as they did in the past. With this foundation in place, let's turn to the natural, time-tested ways to replenish each of these vital nutrients. Iron is the cornerstone of healthy blood and energy. Yet, iron deficiency remains one of the most common nutritional problems worldwide. Even those who consume iron-rich vegetables or meats can find themselves anemic. The reason? For the body to absorb iron efficiently, it needs the presence of vitamin C, which creates the acidic environment required for absorption. A powerful morning ritual involves combining beetroot, carrot, and a source of vitamin C, such as guava or amla, Indian gooseberry. Beetroot and carrot are rich in iron and other antioxidants, while guava and amla are bursting with vitamin C. Juicing these together and drinking the blend on an empty stomach each morning can, over 30 days, dramatically improve iron levels. The vitamin C ensures that the iron is not only present, but also actively absorbed. Another traditional remedy is the use of curry leaves. Fresh curry leaves are naturally high in iron. To harness their benefits, grind the leaves into a paste and mix them into a glass of buttermilk, also known as chas. Allow this mixture to rest for 2 hours before drinking. This not only boosts your iron intake, but also supports your digestive system, making absorption more efficient. Calcium is essential for strong bones, teeth, and muscle function. While dairy products are often seen as the primary source of calcium, they are far from the only option. In fact, many plant-based foods are excellent sources of bioavailable calcium. Custard apple, also known as na or sharifa, is rich in calcium and easy for most people to digest. Amaranth leaves, known in various cultures for their vibrant green color and slightly earthy flavor, are packed with plant-based calcium and can be added to soups, stews, or sautéed dishes. Macana, or fox nuts, are a delicious snack that's not only light and crunchy, but also dense in calcium. Perhaps the most powerful plant source of calcium is moringa, also known as the drumstick tree. The leaves of this humble plant are among the most calcium-rich foods on Earth. They can be used fresh in salads and curries, or dried and added to teas and smoothies. Including moringa in your daily diet is a simple way to boost your calcium intake without relying on dairy. It's important to note that calcium absorption is heavily influenced by vitamin D levels. Without adequate vitamin D, even the best sources of calcium may not be fully absorbed by the body. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is unique in that our bodies can produce it naturally when our skin is exposed to sunlight. 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight exposure per day, ideally before 9 a.m. or after 4 p.m. to avoid the harshest rays, can do wonders for your vitamin D levels. The more skin you expose, the better the results. So roll up those sleeves and step outside whenever you can. In regions or seasons where sunlight is scarce, such as the long winters of certain northern countries, people have traditionally relied on sun-dried mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms left to dry in sunlight for 1 to 2 days develop significant levels of vitamin D. These can then be soaked and used in soups, stews, or stir-fries, providing a natural, plant-based boost to your vitamin D intake. Vitamin B12 is crucial for nerve health, energy, and the production of red blood cells. It's often said that B12 is only found in animal products, and while these foods are indeed rich sources, many non-vegetarians are still diagnosed with B12 deficiency. The reason is less about diet and more about the health of the gut. Vitamin B12 is produced by certain beneficial bacteria in the gut. If your gut microbiome is out of balance due to antibiotics, poor diet, or environmental toxins, your body may struggle to absorb or even produce B12, regardless of your diet. To restore your gut health and support B12 production, focus on probiotic-rich, naturally fermented foods. Homemade curd or yogurt, fermented batters for idli and dosa, traditional buttermilk, and pickles are all excellent choices. Perhaps the most effective is homemade fermented dalia, a type of porridge made from cracked wheat that's soaked for 12 to 24 hours before cooking. The long fermentation process encourages the growth of friendly bacteria, which in turn supports your body's own production and absorption of vitamin B12. A healthy gut microbiome does far more than help with B12. It boosts your immune system, improves digestion, and protects against harmful bacteria. By nurturing your gut with naturally fermented foods, you are laying the foundation for overall health and resilience. It's helpful to summarize these natural strategies. For iron, combine beetroot, carrot, and guava or amla juice, or use a curry leaf paste in buttermilk. For calcium, include custard apple, amaranth leaves, macana, and especially moringa leaves in your meals. For vitamin D, prioritize regular, safe sunlight exposure and supplement with sun-dried mushrooms in low sunlight periods. For vitamin B12, enjoy a variety of fermented foods: curd, yogurt, idli, dosa, dalia, and pickles, focusing on those made at home through traditional methods. By following these approaches, you harness the wisdom of generations before us, people who thrived without the need for synthetic pills, relying instead on whole foods, natural sunlight, and time-honored fermentation techniques. But it's not enough to simply add these foods to your diet. To truly benefit, you must address the root cause of poor nutrient absorption, the presence of microplastics, and a weakened gut. Avoiding plastic in your kitchen and pantry isn't just a matter of environmental responsibility, it's a powerful step for your own health. Move away from plastic containers, especially for hot, oily, or acidic foods, and opt for glass, ceramic, or stainless steel. Support local markets and brands that use minimal or no plastic packaging. Encourage your family and friends to do the same. Prepare and enjoy foods the traditional way: fermenting, sun-drying, soaking, and slow cooking. These practices not only enhance nutrient availability, but also promote the growth of beneficial gut bacteria, which are essential for B12 synthesis and overall absorption. Remember, health is not just about what you put in your mouth, but about how well your body can use it. In the rush of modern life, it's easy to reach for a pill and hope for the best. But the real secret to lasting health lies in reconnecting with nature, respecting the wisdom of traditional diets, and taking simple steps to reduce the invisible toxins that threaten our well-being. If you found these insights helpful, consider sharing them with those you care about. Sometimes, the most effective solutions are the simplest: returning to natural foods, minimizing plastic, and nurturing your gut. By doing so, you not only restore your body's natural balance, but you also set the stage for a healthier, more vibrant life, free from dependency on pills and powders. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and thrive when given the right conditions. Embrace these natural, sustainable practices and experience the difference for yourself.